So I get voiceover jobs sent to my inbox every so often.
Okay, yeah, sure. Solicitations.
And I'm signed up with a bunch of sites, and I get every once in a while I get a hit where like, oh, it looks like I'm a match for what they want. So here's a link to their audition.
Swipe right.
I don't, and I don't mean to make it sound like I get a lot of work this way. I don't think I've ever gotten a job this way, but it's just another avenue to submit auditions. And I got one yesterday. It said, this person wants you to audition for role in project, and it doesn't say what they are. And I go to the website, and it's like, you have to download, sign, and re-upload this NDA PDF in order to even see the role you're auditioning for.
Okay, right.
And
yeah,
at first I'm like, oh boy, that's a lot. Like that means it has to be something kind of high profile, which is kind of exciting.
I wonder.
Yeah, well, but this is like I'm about to go to bed because it's it's like 1 a.m. Japan time, and what?
Well, they did say you're voicing Role. You don't mean Mega Man's sister?
No, sorry, it was ROLE.
Oh, right, sure.
Unfortunately, I mean, I do a good role. Good luck, Mega Man. Right, that's pretty good.
Sorry, it was 1 a.m. when you got that.
It was 1 a.m. when this came in, and I mean, the reason I don't get a lot of work from the U.S. is from the casting sites, at least, is because of daytime work hours. Like all their auditions go out when I'm asleep, and they either get filled up immediately or they find someone quick, or by the time I wake up, they have between like 80 and 300 submissions. And even if I do audition for something I'm good for, like no casting agent is going to hear it.
Yeah. That's every job now, by the way.
Yeah, it sucks. But I got this just before I went to bed. So I'm like, I should stay up and submit for this while I'm here. So I get out of bed and I go to my computer and I look at this. First of all, it takes me 10 minutes to read over the NDA just to make sure it's like a legit thing.
Oh, sure.
I download it, I fill out the info, and I sign it, and I re-upload it. And then it's like, okay, thank you for submitting this. You may now take a look at what the role is. And I'm like, okay, I hope this is something cool.
Can I guess?
Yes.
I bet they were telling you like, Alex, you've been selected for a very special voice role in a very confidential technical manual.
No, I wish it was. Well, here's the thing. I can't tell you what it is because I just signed an NDA.
Oh, right. Well,
so but I can give you an approximation of what it was.
Okay.
It like I went through all this shit to sign and upload an NDA, which I mean, I hate this because I hate dealing with PDFs because there's in 2025, I don't think there is yet a painless way of dealing with PDFs, at least for me. And I got out of bed to do this, and I signed it, and I uploaded it, and I clicked continue, and it's like, you will be reading for the role of Jamaican woman. I'm like, why did you send this to me? Why did you say we would like you to audition for, like, all of the things I can do are in my profile. Like, everybody on this site has to sort their voice into categories. Like, you know that I can play anywhere from, I don't know, teenager to upper middle age, like, why would you send me a role for Jamaican woman?
Well, I guess you won't be the next Miss Cleo.
No, oh boy. That doesn't count as breaching the NDA because you said it.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Because that's what it was.
I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, Cleo Densetsu.
If only.
In Japan, it is called Waku Waku Saikiku Monogatari.
Sure. You don't want to throw in a Daisakusen in there?
Yeah, sure. Well, what about Daisenryaku? Daisenryaku?
I think that's trademarked at that point.
Look, I'm cutting this anyway.
It's No More Whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks very much for listening. My name is Ray Barnhold, family double dad. They have dads on that, though. Anyway, and with me, as always, second place winner in a beauty contest, Alex Fraioli.
Hi, I got $10.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just too bad you cried too much and smeared your mascara and all that.
Yeah, it was a rough morning.
And you couldn't spell turkey. That was rough.
I don't think there's a spelling component in beauty contests.
Oh, not in the one you went, huh?
Or are you just talking about in general, I don't know how to spell turkey?
In general, but also it lost you the beauty contest. That was the bit, yeah.
Oh, man.
Mr. Congeniality himself, Alex. How are you doing?
I think that's more of a pageant thing. I'm doing fine. It's a busy month here.
You don't think a beauty contest constitutes a pageant?
Is there a difference? I don't know.
I never really recognized the difference, such as it was.
I don't know. We'll have to ask somebody. I'm sure we have a listener. Look, we have a lot of listeners who are involved in a lot of stuff. I'm sure one of them has been in a beauty pageant.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And I bet it's Dale Bastian.
Folks, write in. Dale, write in.
All right. Good.
All right.
Welcome to the show. This is No More Whoppers.
It is.
It's well, we called it Suffer in September because there's a lot going on. Although I think Ray has something more positive to talk about.
Thanks for the segue, Al.
I'm just handing it off right to you.
Yeah, it's a packed September. Part of that is because I have some news, that being pretty much around the time you listen to this or when it comes out, maybe, or the week after. I can announce I am having a second child. Wrong music, but yeah. That is what is going on. Having a second baby, and it is, by the way, another boy.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is. Yes. Should be very, very thrilling for the household here.
That'll be fun.
Well, I'm not necessarily too scared, at least not with the birthing part, because, I went through that once and we're pretty much well prepared with that.
Sure.
But just the general parenting thing is a little bit iffy to me just because I was raised as an only child.
Oh, yeah.
My sister was a teenager already moving out of the house for college by the time I was cognizant. And then my wife actually was just an only child. So she's the single child of her parents. And so we really don't have practical experience with siblings in the house.
No, yeah, geez. Well, good luck.
Okay, thanks. Well, you have, Alex, any pointers?
Oh, God,
What's it like being a big brother? Or little brother?
I'm kind of the little brother. I kind of feel like the little brother now because my younger sister is more successful than I want to say the rest of the siblings combined.
Okay, all right. Well, good for her. Yeah.
So I don't. I don't know. It was kind of nice to have. I mean, my memories of childhood are basically it was nice to have somebody to hold down on the second player controller in Mega Man 3 so I could jump out of pits.
Right, true. Yeah.
And then I realized, well, I can also just place another AC adapter or something heavy on the controller.
Right. And you got feet for that.
I don't know. That seems beneath me.
Okay. You're like, what am I, a Neanderthal, Ray?
Yeah, come on here. Let's trying to class up this show. I'm not going to play games with my feet. I'm not a Nintendo counselor.
That's right. I remember.
Can beat Contra without looking at the screen. Sure you can, buddy.
Sure. Well, if you're playing it 8 hours a day in an office, sure. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, that's it. That's all the news. The new baby is coming very, very soon.
Cool. The new model.
Yeah. Apparently, kind of big again.
All right.
And last time we had an emergency C-section. This time is a planned, scheduled C-section. So we are just walking in the office and getting it done. A nip and a tuck here. And there he is. That's what we're hoping for. So
cool.
Hopefully that all goes pretty well.
Yes, I hope that goes smoothly.
But yeah, exciting. A little bit nervous, of course, about the future.
Oh, you're fine. What do you need money for?
No, not the money. Just dealing with the dynamic of two boys. Or just two same-gendered kids, let's say.
Yeah, but they're two kids that you are going to instill in a proper respect for Hudson Soft. It's not like somebody else's kids who might be into weird things like cars or football. This is like, these kids are going to get a traditional education.
Right. I did, last year I bought that 7-Eleven playset, the Tomica playset, for a reason.
Right.
We're going to teach them young to respect the kombini.
Son, this is called nanachiki, and it's look, it's fine by itself, but here's what you can do. You can pick up some of these maple syrup margarine pancakes in the bread aisle, slip that chicken right in the middle. You've made a delicious treat. I recommend that, by the way.
All right.
And you don't that's not limited to 7-Eleven. You can do that because every convenience store has an equivalent of the nanachiki or the famichiki.
Right.
Just get that from the front and then go to the bread aisle. Grab the pancakes, because they also sell their own variation on the pancakes with syrup and margarine inside. Open them up, slip the chicken inside. Welcome to Flavortown.
All right.
I'm a Gaijin Fieri.
I think I could do that at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, they kind of already did that with the McGriddle.
Here's what.
They already match those flavors.
Yeah, no. Here's what you do: buy a McGriddle, wait 3 hours until lunch, get a snack wrap, take the chicken strip out of it, and then
That. Well, hang on. No, that's too much now. That's like, I made a half centaur, half human. Okay, so he's 3/4 human and he's 1/4 horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not. It's like
what?
The McGriddle is already sweet and savory. It already combines those things. Is what I'm saying. You're adding a third thing, and you're messing up the equilibrium, the ratio.
It's not that dissimilar. I think you're just trying to protect your IP here.
I think you're messing with nature in a way that I don't approve of.
I took the same idea you just told me.
Governments impose sanctions on this kind of thing.
What is wrong with that?
I don't know. Nothing's wrong. It's fine. Let's go.
What's wrong with you?
Where do I start?
Babies, once again. So, yes.
That was the title of Yoshi's Island on the DS.
Okay,
Great.
We'll see what happens, of course. Maybe next year we'll go to Japan again. That'd be nice.
Oh, fun. Still
got to hit up that museum.
Oh, yeah, the Nintendo Museum. We got to go.
Nintendo Museum. That's still on the docket, but yes.
Yeah, you can see, I think Miyamoto's original skeleton is there.
Yeah, right. Of course. Well, Alex, as a matter of fact, I also have another baby I just birthed.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, the now Steam PC version of Blast Rush LS came out last week when we record this, and
pretty good.
Yeah, so now it's on PC and Switch, and that was the plan, and it is officially launched. The game is launched. Please go buy it.
Please don't just look forward to it. Please buy and enjoy it because it is fun.
Please look directly at it.
Yes, yeah, do that and play it a lot.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
Yes, indeed.
I had one of those moments where it clicked when I realized that the Crystal Herons deal is it can fuck up everything on screen at the same time. And I'm like, oh, that's my guy. That's my shit.
Right. Sure. But sometimes people like to be a little more technical,
Oh, people are fools.
But that ship does indeed exemplify the point of the game, which is it is an infinite bomb shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
So instead of having 3 bombs in a normal vertical arcade shooter that you just have to use in a panic, we flip it around. We give you an infinite amount all the time, and they just keep going and going and going. And instead of like dodging bullets, you have the enemies as the bullets, and so you can blow up a bunch of enemies at the same time. And that's what that's all about.
I do like it when games remove ammo considerations. It's one of the reasons I really appreciate some of the changes FF14 made to the archer / ranger / bard. Because in FF11, like you have to make or buy your own ammo. Like every shot that you fire reduces your arrows by 1. It's a whole thing. FF14's like, no, you have infinite arrows. That's just how the game works now. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's so much better.
Yeah, I do love the games that give you a weapon and you look at it on the HUD and the ammo indicator is just an infinity symbol. And you're like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. I've always thought that games should give you, like, your weakest weapon should have infinite ammo in every game.
Right.
Like a Resident Evil, like when they give you that shitty pea shooter handgun, like just give it infinite ammo.
In some ways, yeah. Resident Evil, I'm not so sure, but maybe Silent Hill.
I don't. Well,
Because Resident Evil was always about like, oh, survival, ration your shit, be careful. But Silent Hill is mostly just like, just make it out. Just get out. Leave.
Here's a creepy room. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that too much. And you have the melee weapons, I guess. I mean, that's their version of that.
That's true.
You have an infinite club.
That's another thing that kind of pissed a lot of people off. Like RE2 Remake is great, but having to fucking reload your knife is some bullshit.
Just
because you're,
that'd be
give me,
leaning over and going.
Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do because you can go through knives like if you if you leave them inside a zombie.
That's true. Yeah, it's always something with those games.
It's always something.
Why do we like them?
I don't know.
I don't either. Yes. So Blast Rush LS is out, and now it's on to worrying about what to do next as far as game development goes. Now, there's always a chance I could work. I mean, not that I'll stop working on the game necessarily. There's always going to be some bug, I believe, but some sort of feature like localization could be coming up in the next year or something. But I'm talking about like the real next thing I want to do. How do I do that? Well, we're going to spend that next year, I think, trying to figure that out a little bit. Year or 2 or 5, why not? It took me almost 7 years to ship the goddamn game this time, so why not another 7? Ugh.
Sure. Would you be open to working on a dating sim with me called Luigi Daddies?
No, because that's an infringement on Nintendo's copyright.
Oh, right, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like those guys.
Okay, hang on. Steamboat Willie Daddies.
Okay, right, yes.
How's that?
And Winnie the Pooh as mommy. What?
That's right.
Sure.
100 Acre Wood, am I right?
Yeah.
Great.
So we got a baby coming. We got a game that's done. And because of that, my September is booked. It's baby month here at your Northern California Ray dealer. And yeah. So that's why we're banking some shows here. We're doing a few shows this week. And Alex is helping me out edit those.
Yeah, we recorded 3... or we will have recorded 3 shows this week, which is absolutely wild. And with,
it's what we should be doing, really.
It's what we should be doing, right? We got Draw a Game now.
Yeah. I'm not saying it won't be an impossibility, because last kid, I did, in fact, I think after a couple weeks, was able to fit in some recording. And so that might happen again. But, just playing it safe, just saying, you know what? I'm just taking the month off. For baby.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. How about you?
That's the responsible thing to do. I'm less responsible.
Okay.
I don't know. Things are going fine. No, that's not happening. But we are thinking about going home for Thanksgiving. Look, I know I was just there. But
sure.
My mom recently sold the house.
Yes.
After my dad died, she moved out of this too big house that everybody called vacation house because when family was in town, it's just, we'll stay with Paul and Linda.
Yeah.
Now, and then it immediately overnight became just the saddest house in the world because it's way too big for one person.
Yeah.
So she sold that and moved into a smaller condo. And she, after selling the house, she gave all 4 of the kids a little chunk of change that she had left over from dealing with all the fees and stuff. And that money is about enough for me and Rory to go visit for Thanksgiving, which I think my mom knew. And then it was like, what if you visited for Thanksgiving? I'm like, well, yeah, now we can afford it. So I guess we will.
Sure. Well, okay,
I wasn't.
You're reinvesting it back into visiting
into mom. Yeah. Into Mom Corp. Because I wasn't, I don't like to go more than once a year because it is very expensive for me. Like airfare is not something I can readily afford internationally, international airfare.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah.
And to pay for 3 of those tickets in 1 year is like, that's a lot of money for me. I can't swing that.
Right.
And partially because I kind of have to go premium economy because regular economy. I'm now at an age where regular economy just fucks my spine and legs up for about the next week.
Okay, yeah.
So I've got
you've had spine problems.
And I already have the body of a monster. So it's not helping.
Yeah.
So premium, I mean, it's not that much more expensive, and it's for the price. It's you arrive as a human being instead of a failed instead of a transporter accident.
Yeah. Well, shades of gray as far as I'm concerned. The economy seats.
Really?
Versus premium economy. I mean, I wouldn't call it a dramatic difference or dramatic.
It is to me. It's like maybe it's my height because I'm 6 foot and my wife is taller than the average Japanese woman, and it's night and day for me.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be nice. It'll be nice to not see you here for Thanksgiving, but at least in America to some degree. We
don't know. It's not confirmed yet, but I mean, well, yeah, this is it's only really made possible because my wife has finally been given approval from the company to quit her job.
Right. Okay.
So she has been trying to quit this job for, I want to say, a couple years now. And every time she says, I quit, they are just like, no, you don't, though. But not really, though, right? Yeah.
This is that
All
lovely...
right, see you Monday.
Yeah, it's a lovely Japanese thing not a lot of people know about.
Yeah, it's actually kind of difficult to quit your job in Japan.
Yeah.
And she had to, they have to interview you when you tell them you're quitting, some companies. And so my wife had a scheduled sit-down appointment with a guy from corporate who's like, so tell us why you're quitting. Like, you have to pass the test before you can quit.
It's so funny. Like, because in America, they can't wait to get rid of you.
Yeah, it's just, hey, fuck you, I'm out of here. Oh, good, thank God.
Yeah. We weren't going to pay you anyway. Bye.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that just part of the whole social contract in Japan is that you give your life over to a company, and in exchange, they give you money to live and eat. And you need to then worship them for the rest of your earthly existence.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's more prevalent in office jobs and corporate jobs. But work in a shop, it also shows up. And this is one of those places where, you know, my wife says I quit, and they're like, well, let's talk about it. Because first of all, no, you don't. And she's like, well, yeah, I guess I don't. All right.
You have an interesting proposition there.
They kept convincing her to stay, like, we'll give you this tiny raise, and then we'll give you this tiny raise. And she reached a point where she's like, I can't fucking do this. My manager is incompetent. The temp staff worker that they hired is also incompetent. Nobody from corporate cares about that. I'm doing all the work at the shop. The manager even had the fucking gall to tell my wife, like, look, you can't quit because then I'm going to have to request a different temp staff worker because the one we have right now is no good. My wife is like, they should be doing a good job if I'm here or not. Yeah. I'm not here to pick up the slack for this asshole.
Oh, too bad. So sad.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you... Oh, great.
Yeah.
It's like, haven't you considered how your leaving affects me?
Yeah.
Ma'am.
And my wife eventually reached a point where she's like, fuck this, fuck all of you. I can't deal with this anymore. I am 100% gone. Wow. And she finally had that exit interview with the guy from corporate yesterday who's like, so you're not really quitting, right? And she's like, no, I am. I'm going back to America with my husband. Peace out. Which is a very effective and believable lie because they know she's married to a foreigner.
Right, sure.
And we're leaving. Bye. Yeah, I got that job at Tyson Chicken. She's coming with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Then he asked her, how do they make that alcoholic chicken?
So that's all the news.
I'm moving.
Well, as far as my wife's employer knows, yes.
Yeah, all right.
Great.
Well, hey, congratulations to her. But then what's next for her, though, really?
She wants to work at a glasses shop, which, of course, I'm 100% on board with.
It fits.
Yeah. Although, well, no, first she's going to take a month off because this job has just driven her into the ground. She's been in a bad mood for about the past 5 years. It's really bad.
Yikes.
It's kind of strained our relationship because, like, she'll have days where she'll text me before she gets home and just be like, we have to eat dinner separately tonight or I will just be snapping at you the entire time. And I'm like, yep, got it.
Whoa.
And
okay.
I'll go out to eat. I'll go out to CoCo Ichi or something. Yeah, it's not good.
Kind of a nice setup if you're just an introvert to begin with. I mean, sure, you love your wife and everything. We all do.
Of course.
Our individual wives, I mean. But yeah, you just need some alone time sometimes. You don't need to have every single dinner together, do you? Right, honey?
Oh, boy.
I didn't tell her that, I recently went on that road trip to move my mom's stuff back up. And my wife was originally like, why don't we just like get a moving company to do it? And it's just like, wouldn't it be cheaper? And no, I knew that it wasn't. And I showed her that it wasn't after I got some quotes. But I didn't tell her that I really, really want to do it because I'm really going to relish that alone time.
Yeah.
That 12-hour drive.
Sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I do get that every time my wife goes back to the hometown to visit the parents for a couple days. I'm just like, I am going to miss her. I do miss her for a couple days, but also it's just real nice to have the whole place to myself.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, she was ecstatic at dinner last night. I have not seen her that happy in a long time. She was just very bubbly and very talkative and very excited. And I'm like, this is great. She's finally going to be able to decompress. She's taken a month off because, as we've discussed before on the show, she has, once you work 20 years in Japan, I think that's the time at which your unemployment goes up from 3 months coverage to 6 months coverage. She's not going to take all 6 months, but she's going to take at least 1 month of unemployment insurance and just relax.
Nice.
And while looking for the next job, but she's not going to start that until December because we want to be able to, we want the freedom to schedule a trip home for Thanksgiving without having to worry about a shitty job getting in the way.
Wow. 20 years of service and you can get 6 months of vacation, or paid time off or whatever.
That's right. I think it's like 1 month. I think it's like 1 month until you hit 10 years. And then at 10 years, it's 3. And at 20, it's 6.
Wow. More nice things that will never occur in Western civilization. In the West, rather. Yeah. Must be nice.
It is. Yeah, when I was home, I was talking to my brother about, we were comparing phone plans. And I'm like, yeah, I only have 2 gigs of data because it's really all I need. But it's also, converted to USD. It's like $7 a month for my phone plan. Yeah. He's like, how does that happen? Like, because he's paying over $100 because he's got all this extra shit in his plan that he needs. Or thinks he needs. But it's
thinks he needs.
I think that happens is because a lot of American industries, or at least more than we know of, are just kind of price fixing and be like, oh yeah, we'll all just gouge everybody. Yeah. Let's just do that. Yes, exactly. Isn't that how internet still is in America, where everybody just gouges everybody because they all just agreed to?
Yeah. But at least with cell phones, it's like easier to find a cheaper alternative. Like,
is it now? Okay.
Because there's a lot of these prepaid places that just hook onto the big guys' networks. Oh, and we switched to Tello, and you can have a $5 plan if you want. I think it's $5 for 1 gigabyte of data or something like that. And you can customize it. You can actually configure it how you want. Do you want this much data or these many text messages or this many talking minutes, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
And it's way better than just going to T-Mobile or whatever and having to pay $100 by default. The internet stuff is different though, because here, total monopoly in our area. I can only go with Comcast. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Maybe AT&T fiber, but that's not really fast enough or reliable enough. And not that Comcast is reliable, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when I was at home helping my mom, one of my responsibilities was help mom get Xfinity Comcast set up. And I was not looking forward to that. And it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, as you would expect. But it's also I've never gone through that process before. The last time I got internet in America was Roadrunner broadband in Southeast Ohio.
Sure.
In 2004 or 5. And that was it. And now just And maybe it was at the time and I just didn't notice, but like all of that is bundled in with cable shit. And we're on the website and my mom's like, oh, I want this cable package and I want this cable package. And by the time we're done, it's almost $200 a month. And I'm like, Ma, you don't need all of these. Like, but I want to watch my Fox News and I want to watch the Hallmark channel. Like, yeah, there's 7 Hallmark channels for some reason. She wants them all. And it's on top of the internet. It's just so expensive and so much money. And me and at least one other family member is trying to convince her, like, you don't need these. You don't need these channels. You're not going to watch any of them. But she insists on having them. And so now she's got them.
Yeah, right.
And to me, it's totally insane. Meanwhile, I'm on my $7 phone plan and I'm keeping track of my data usage because my plan I get 1 gig of international roaming every month included in my plan.
Oh, yeah.
And I was watching my data usage because I was worried about going over that because I'm like, oh, no, I forget what happens on my contract if I go over that. Like, does it just throttle me to nothing or does it like overcharge me? I don't remember. And I went over the limit at one point and I got this email from Rakuten that's like, looks like you've exceeded your international roaming. That means your fee for the month is going to be $14. Like, oh, thank God. Oh, good. It just adds an extra on top. Like, that's fine. I don't care. Like, hell yeah, let's do that. Because when I was with SoftBank, I was terrified of activating it, even going out of airplane mode overseas, because I'm like, I know they hit you with some shit if they detect like a foreign tower.
Oh,
not even bothering with it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that in like Vietnam and stuff.
But Rakuten Mobile is for cheapos like me. It's great.
And over here, Rakuten is just a coupon site.
Cool.
They should expand a little bit more instead of just buying eBates and calling it a day. That's all they did.
I'll let them know.
Thanks. No, actually, I think I'm closer. They have their headquarters like in the peninsula here in the Bay. So,
we have a listener, Jason, who I believe worked for Rakuten for a time here in Japan. He was like working with the president, I believe. He was.
Well, his phone deal must be great.
It's incredible. It's basically free.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, I was going to add, when you first told me you were setting up Xfinity for your mom, I was just like, oh my God, because I knew one thing that would be a challenge as soon as you would leave the country is that your mom would have to deal with like the app because Xfinity wants you to do most of the things through the app, including like diagnose the internet outages or something.
Well, get this. Yeah. That was one of the initial hurdles was we set up the plan, we ordered the modem and everything, and it all showed up, and I'm getting everything set up, and I'm plugging things in, I'm turning it on, and it's like, all right, to get it started, activate through the app. And I'm like, oh, shit. All right, Ma, I need your phone. I got to download the app to your phone. So I take her phone, and I go to the app store, and I download the app, and it's like, oh, yeah, you can't use this app on the phone. It's too old.
Oh,
I'm like, Ma, have you not updated your OS in a long time? She's like, no, it doesn't update anymore. It did not update anymore. Her OS has capped out and is too outdated to use the Xfinity app.
Yeah.
So she cannot activate her own internet until she buys a new telephone.
Yep. Amazing.
I hate that is the state of things.
I knew that was something like that.
In the meantime, guess whose phone we used? It was mine.
Yeah.
I downloaded the Xfinity app and I activated her internet. Fortunately, since I left, my younger sister took her to get a new phone, so now she's got the app and everything. But it's the same bullshit I ran into with GarageBand on my old Mac when I used to edit podcasts in GarageBand. Like, I couldn't update it anymore because my OS was just done updating. Apple was just like, yeah, we've decided you're done. Your model of Mac is done because we need to squeeze more money out of you. In retrospect, I should have gotten into Linux back then.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of waiting on it, because it's been incredible for me. But it's just everything is bullshit. Everything is designed to shake you down and squeeze more money out of you, and I fucking hate it. Even my phone, like, my battery is now... First of all, one of the batteries in the SE2 that had problems and should have been eligible for a free replacement, but I plugged my serial number into Apple's website, and it's like, your serial number doesn't fall in the window, so you don't get a free replacement. I'm like, but the battery sucks in the way that you've described.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? So I'm thinking about just getting the battery replaced by a dude on a corner in Osu instead of buying a whole new fucking phone for $1,000 goddamn dollars, which is such a fucking racket.
I know, but good for you. Yeah. You fortunately live near Osu and can just go down there.
Yes. And I know that I should be switching to a non-Apple product. I'm trying to get away from Apple as time goes on. Like I'm not buying any more Macs, but my mom is like, well, you have to be on the iPhone so that we can text for free. And I'm like, I don't know if it's that big a deal. Like there's other apps, but then I'd have to teach my mom how to use an app. And that's also something I don't want to do. That might also be worth $1,000 to me.
My mom had been using Facebook Messenger for the longest time. At some point recently, flipped herself over to normal iMessage. And it's just, and I found this out mostly through the fact that I was trying to text her through Facebook Messenger and she never noticed until I started texting her on iMessage. I'm like, okay,
oh dear,
I guess we're done with that then.
Cool.
Great. And yeah, so that was me speaking from experience when you talked about that Xfinity thing. So I'm like, oh yeah, this should be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. It was tons of fun.
And my mom's phone isn't updating, or she doesn't know about it. She doesn't update it. She could, but she doesn't. So.
Oh God! If it's an iPhone, I mean, maybe they all do this, but I know they update automatically if you just leave them plugged in overnight. Does she not do that?
Maybe recently I set that up finally, but it hadn't been doing it for a while, and yeah.
Oh Lordy, yeah. I've since I got off Facebook, I've seen. I feel like I was kind of vocal in trying to get my local friend group to get off of Messenger, and now we're on Discord. It was kind of hard to get everybody on Discord because some folks don't like it, but I feel like in the end it's I don't know. I don't want to be on Facebook. I deleted Messenger from my phone, which feels great. Facebook's been off my phone for over a year. Just can't stand that shit. It's not my I know it's not my job to babysit everybody's media consumption. I understand that. It's fine. They can do whatever they want to do, but it's frustrating to see from afar, like, why are you still on this? Why are you still doing this? Why are you putting yourself through this?
The window of caring has really gotten more closed the older you get, I think, is what it is. And these people who are already not technologically inclined to any degree, just stop caring.
Yeah, and I understand for some people when they say, oh, it's the only way I know how to reach my mom, or I have to do it to talk to these few people. Like, I get that, but...
It's me, yeah.
Have you tried to get them off of it?
No, because in my case, I just recognize that it's just futile. What are you going to do?
I've been trying to get everybody I know who's still on Facebook Messenger, I've been trying to say, you can only DM me through FF14 tells. You have to DM me in FF14. That's the new way to get a hold of me.
All right. There's a free trial up to level 70 or whatever.
That's right. That's yes.
Talk to me that way. Right. Pretty good.
Oh boy. I feel like I'm ranting too hard too early.
You are. Maybe we should take a break?
Damn it. Oh boy. All right. Let's take a quick break.
Sure.
What? Already?
It's been over 40 minutes. I think we're good.
Yes. All right. Sure. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back with fewer rants. Do we want fewer rants or more rants?
How about more rants, but less charged?
Okay.
So don't yell as much.
Fine. Hey, everyone. I love FF6.
Oh, that's not a rant. That's positive, I guess.
I love Giuseppe.
So is that.
It's a declaration of love.
We'll be back.
Sweetly as I fall backwards in slow motion and sink into bliss, my unconscious face smiles that I am totally oblivious to all of the trouble, awful, devil, evil. Trouble, awful, devil, evil. Babblings, flapping just over my bed, swerving, whirling around overhead.
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hi.
Alex, you mentioned FF14. I want to talk about some gamer
I did. I
news
like it a lot
with you.
Oh, okay. I'm a gamer.
Related to FF14.
Sure.
The headline here from PC Gamer: legal inquiry shuts down one of Final Fantasy XIV's most popular mods. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but this was about a mod called Mare, M-A-R-E, and it helps you make sure that people see your like costume mods and things of that nature. There was, a very popular mod generally. I don't know, though, Alex, if you ever messed with it or if that's the sort of thing you care about. Like if you mod your appearance in the game.
Does Yoshi P listen to this? Because I don't want to get banned.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. I use a very popular thing called Dalamood, which is just it's a bunch of plugins and various mods. And I use it for two purposes primarily. One is HUD and interface tweaks to make the screen a little more readable.
Yeah.
Because the game is, like anybody who has played the game or watched me stream the game knows that it's chaos. It's pure chaos. You can manage that. You can make it more manageable. Yeah. And especially one that is so action-based as 14. I've converted a few on-screen things into more readable graphs that I can look at a glance and immediately know several things at once instead of having to move my vision around the screen.
Right.
That's very helpful. There's also there's a plugin that I recommend for everybody who does play FF14 called if you do endgame stuff, there's a plugin called No Clippy.
Okay.
Which prevents your inputs from being eaten or clipped when you're doing your rotation by maybe a bad ping or server hiccups or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it's great for me in Japan because, sometimes I'll be like hammering on an ability and it won't go because it's still reconciling the previous one with the server.
Yeah.
No Clippy basically allows you to avoid that by kind of not sending them early, like it's not doing anything shady, but it's basically telling the server like, this was pressed, trust me.
Yes.
Which helps out a lot for someone with a 120 ping here in Japan.
Yeah, sort of like rollback netcode.
Yeah. But no, I don't mess with visual mods in FF14. Even in 11, the only visual mods I have are just a high def texture pack for the whole game.
Yeah.
And that's it. And a 60 FPS mod, which, it's not swapping out any textures. Sure. But no, 14, there is a whole subset of 14 players that are into the dressing up and the role playing and all that. I am decidedly not.
This mod's Discord had like 200,000 users.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of people into that stuff. And a lot of people got upset about it. And that's why this is a news story of this scale. I can see why Square Enix might want to finally clamp down on that a little bit because, if you do mod your outfit, that's one thing because, theoretically, you would only be able to see it to yourself. So if people in the rest of the game see your mod, you are, I presume, intercepting packets or some sort of server communication to actually make that happen. I don't really know. Maybe both people, maybe every person needs to have the mod as well. Maybe that makes sense. But either way, it seems to have been a problem finally. And they're just or did already shut it down. Yeah, they already shut down everything since then.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I get it. Like, I get why people who are into that scene would use it, but it's not something that's on my radar at all. I'm not interested in seeing other people's mods. I'm not into most game mods in general. I appreciate mods for function.
Yeah.
Like the FF6 Pixel Remaster map fix mod is one that I installed and one that I recommend because it swaps out the mutant lime green overworld from the GBA version, which they used for some bizarre reason in the Pixel Remaster, and it replaces it with the perfectly fine SNES map, which is great. Like that's a good mod. I don't care about my gun is a fork. That's great. Yeah. Awesome. That's not my jam at all. I don't want to see that someone has done that. But I mean, this is a whole community that's based around dressing up and role playing, and that I understand.
I guess. Yeah. Just the base level thing of wanting to do it so much in one certain game, I don't get really.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm more like you. I'm just like, I'll just kind of take what I'm given, because I
yeah,
don't need to goof around that much.
This goes back to my kind of revulsion of ROM hacks, and that is, I like a video game, like a video game on release is a realized idea from a group of people who had one vision, I assume. They should. Like, Final Fantasy VI was a group of people working together to make an experience, to write a story, and put together a bunch of systems to have this flow smoothly along.
Yeah, but...
And then to have...
What if in that story they said fuck more often?
No. That's what I'm saying is like that was not part of the vision. This, some modder thought it would be cool we're putting the swears back in Final Fantasy. What do you mean by back, first of all, you fucking idiot? It's like I'm not interested in some kid's idea of what the game should have. You know what? It's the exact same vibe as the fucking YouTube shit that's just like how Lord of the Rings should have ended.
Yeah,
no, fuck you. You're not a director. You're not a story writer. What the fuck do you know about this? The answer is nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to play the game that was made and released by the people who made and released the fucking game.
Right.
How about that? I'm not interested in mods for that purpose. Again, functional stuff. Like if somebody made an Earthbound mod where you have an infinite item bag, that's fine. That's great. That makes Earthbound playable. That's great. Yeah, if you made a ROM that's like, I gave all the Ninja Turtles mustaches. Well, actually, that might be okay. But silly visual stuff aside... like fucking with balance, like then you start getting into Victor Island working design shit. Nobody wanted that. Yeah. He just did it because he thought it would be good to do that, and everyone resoundingly said it was not a good idea to do this.
No, yeah.
Who do you think you are in the localization process that you can change how much HP enemies have? Like that's not part of your fucking job description, dude.
Oh, apparently he thought it was. That was really he thought he was fucking king shit.
Yeah. So that's my stance on mods and stuff. Is I have not zero interest, but it's like what's the next highest number from zero? It's that.
I will never know, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Functional stuff, and crippling bug fixes I understand as well, but that's the extent of it.
Yeah, it's just that when it is on an online game where you're interacting with others, to some degree, I feel like. There's only a matter of time before. Yeah,
that's an extra level of playing with fire.
Yeah. Like if you're messing with the middleman's going to get mad. So that's basically it. And so, I thought it was an interesting story based on how many people there were using it and interested in it, but also upset about it. And it's just like, I think this kind of wrote its own story. That's all.
Yeah. And we've I think addressed this previously on the show, but Yoshi P said about third-party tools, like we can't define, it's difficult to define these because like, what if you have a calculator on your desk and you're using it to calculate your damage? Is a calculator a third-party tool? Like where does it end? And I think that was his kind of admission of like, look, we know that people are using non-interfering tools to tabulate data and like, you shouldn't officially, I have to wave my finger and say, don't do that. But also I can't stop you from doing that.
Yeah. Right.
And Lord knows we use those tools,
but he does have to officially say it because there are people, around him, above him who are going to want to put a stop to that because that's kind of their job.
Oh God. Yeah.
More than it's his job.
What's funny is that they, obviously for many reasons, for many and obvious reasons, they do not enforce this nearly as much in FF11, where they just really want people to keep playing. There's still a very active mod scene in FF11 that I think the only time they are forced to police it is when someone is very obviously like zooming around the map, that kind of shit.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but FF11 doesn't even really have the capacity to allow that kind of like appearance or costume mod in the same way that this F14 does, right?
Not in the same way, but it still does. They added lock style several years ago, which is basically a glam system, and you can project different DAT files onto any piece of equipment that you have. And I assume there's a way to, I don't know, maybe there's a similar thing to Mare in FF11. But yeah, you can certainly edit your own appearance.
By the way, it sounds very cyberpunk, the term project any old DAT files. Project your own DAT files. So, yeah.
Yeah. You know how we do.
Yeah. Jacking those DATs.
Thanks. I think it's even against the terms of service to multi-box, which I talk about briefly in the, I guess it's out by now, the YouTube video I made about FF11 and 14. Like, I don't even think you're supposed to do that, but also like multi-boxing means you're buying and paying for extra accounts. So in a way, I think they kind of do want that.
Yeah, sure.
Because if it's $12 a month for FF11 for the base service. And then it's $1 per character on top of that. So for one character, that's $13 a month times the whole party. That's $78 a month to play FF11 with a full party of your own characters.
Yeah.
Which is like, why wouldn't they want that? Like, of course they want people to do that. They just can't say that.
Yeah, of course. But it's discouraged because it might harm others' gameplay experience or whatever. Whatever they want to say or however they want to frame it.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting news in the world of FF14. That is not just what Alex is doing in FF14.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that bit in Duckman where Duckman steals soda from a vending machine and then looks at the camera and says, "Hey, this is very imitatable. I bet any kids could do this if they wanted to." And then it pans over to Cornfed, who is handed a card from off screen, who looks at it and then looks at the audience and says, "But that would be wrong." That's basically what. That's basically the company line that the Square Enix producers have to look in the camera and say.
Good take on that voice, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I have some other gaming topics.
There was another video game in the news because it came out.
Yeah, well, actually not even officially out by the time we record this. But
I saw it. Some people are playing it, though.
That's what I want to talk about. So Metal Gear Solid Delta is out this week. It is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It's called Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. And Delta means 3. Anyway, I brought it up mostly because...
Is it also a play on the fact that the Delta is also a river and you go through a lot of rivers in that game?
Sure. Rivers, yeah.
Cool.
That's what they were going for.
Sure.
Rolling on the river.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring it up because it was a sort of... not important, but big game when you and I were turning 20 and whatnot, 2021. So it was kind of a meaningful game that year. It was a couple years once they released the second edition of it. And I was gonna buy this. I was interested in it. And then it was like a flood of content over the past week. I saw a bunch of social media clips, other coverage, mostly just videos of people who had already got the game early and were playing it, and then a bunch of news coverage about spoilery things, or not. I mean, spoilery in the sense that it's like, oh, this might have been better if it was kind of a secret for a little bit longer, but maybe not really. And just like exposing all this other content stuff in the game. And I'm watching these clips and there's like criticism of the graphics and stuff and how the gameplay isn't all that much different. It is just kind of like a remaster in the sense. And some of that I expected because I knew that from initial reveals and everything. It wasn't going to be like a full-on remake. It had a nice new coat of paint on it. Done by the same people who did the Oblivion remaster, and they did the same thing with Oblivion. Just put a new coat of paint over the same underlying code and everything. I think that's what they did with Snake Eater. But I was absorbing all this content, and I was just like, well, it's early enough before the game is out. I think I'm just going to cancel my pre-order. And that's mostly because I played that game enough times through that I'm kind of...
Yeah.
I have had my fill of it. And if it's not going to be a very dramatic change in the presentation compared to something like FF7 Remake, for example, something that was more interesting to me, I think I can skip it, or at least until it goes on deep discount. Like, I don't need to buy it for full price at launch or anything. So in some ways, that's good because I don't have to spend any extra money on a new game in such a way.
Yes.
I'm going to guess that you never had any interest in this.
No.
All right.
No, of course not.
But, okay. Fair enough. So That's where I'm at. I did really just get bugged by the fact that, there was already a bunch of stories and coverage saying that the Guy Savage mini game is back, the Snake's Nightmare thing, and they put out a whole like trailer and extra coverage of this thing because now it's been remade by Platinum Games.
Yeah.
Platinum Games remade the whole damn thing, made it into more of a real game, I suppose. And at first I was just like, well, first of all, why don't you just keep that a secret a little bit longer? Second of all,
yeah,
we didn't need to do that anyway.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look the same anymore.
The thing about the Guy Savage, it's a dream sequence that Snake has, I believe. I didn't even know about this. I never played it, but my buddy Tom is a Metal Gear super fan, and he told it to me one night while we were talking about.
Really? I thought you did know about it.
If I did, I forgot about it.
Oh,
but so he told me about the Guy Savage, and it's one of those things that's very funny as like an anecdote. Like, hey, did you know there's this hidden dream in MGS3 where you're like a guy killing vampires? And I'm like, oh, that's funny. But like, having Platinum go in and make it better, it gives me the same vibe as when someone's like, I made a whole game out of the My Dinner with Andre gag from The Simpsons. Like, why? Why would you do that? That's not what it was there for.
Yeah.
You're not meant to do that. All right,
true.
cool.
It's true.
I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. And also the story goes that Guy Savage was originally just like a prototype. It was a
for a game that Kojima wanted to make.
Or a game, or was it Murata or somebody?
Oh, was
somebody
it?
Somebody else on the team was leading this project, and it just kind of died on the vine, and they couldn't move it into full production. So they had this like prototypey thing, and they're just like, let's just stick this executable on Snake Eater and have it be a fun little thing, the fun little extra thing. Not like this.
I mean, it was a fun character quirk that Naked Snake is canonically scared of vampires. I think this is revealed in a conversation with Sigint at one point, or maybe Paramedic. Like, that's funny. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
and then to have the Guy Savage thing play off of that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
but then to like make it the focus now with this whole production, like I don't think you need to go that far.
No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to make it this flashy, dramatic thing, and then also like make a big hullabaloo about that. And just
part of this is the media push. Like I'm not putting all the blame on Konami for gussying up Guy Savage. I'm also kind of yelling at media like, who cares though? It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, but also like a lot of people didn't even know about the original version of it. Because I saw comments people I didn't even know about that. Yeah. It was under very certain conditions.
Well, it was also removed from subsistence, I believe, right? It was only in the original. Oh, no, it was taken out of the HD remaster.
Right, yeah. It was still in subsistence.
And I never encountered it in original or subsistence. I never triggered it, but by the time I knew about it, I was playing HD remaster and it wasn't there. So Tom just basically pointed me to our YouTube video, like, here it is. I'm like, oh yeah, neat. And that was it.
Yeah. That is about it.
Great.
It's just like basically a fun mini game. Because it's a very bare prototype sort of thing. You're just getting a sense of whatever gameplay mechanics they wanted to show you. And that was it. But I just thought it was funny. Also, people were like, what? I didn't know about this. And it's like, well, yeah, but now you really know. Now you really know. So yeah, I flipped on Delta.
Yeah, that is the kind of thing that's like, I know you're proud of this, but if you want it to have any effect at all, you need to let people be surprised by it.
Yeah. Because the people who do know about it would have been even more surprised and appreciative of it. I would think. Yeah.
Right? Because if something like that was removed from the HD remaster, it almost sends the signal, oh, well, I guess they're trying to ignore it and not have anything else to do with it. But then to have it come back in Delta would have been a nice surprise. Except they thought, it also needs a media blitz.
Yes. But yeah, they've done this whole media blitz of the whole entire game. I've already seen clips of the ending. People played through the damn thing already. I'm just like, okay, well, thanks. I can see now that I really don't need it in my life at this period of time. So thank you. And yeah, there's been the other ports and stuff that I've dabbled in and played. And I'm just like, okay, it was a good game at the time. I hope somebody will try it out and maybe appreciate it in the same way. But I've had my fill. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on MGS3.
I do wonder also if that's what's going to happen with this supposedly, maybe even possibly, maybe sort of happening FF9 remake.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, why FF9? Square is doing this whole, even if they're not doing a remake, they're still putting up this like anniversary celebration of FF9, which is 25 years old, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why? Why is it? They've always done this though. They've went from 7. They love their 7. We know this. They completely skip 8, and then they now are just going to 9. It's like, hey, boy, oh boy, 9 was really cool, right, everybody? Yeah, so was 8. What happened to 8?
Well, no. Well, I mean, I could explain this. 8 is pretty widely reviled. Like, people do not like the junction system. People do not have the same nostalgia for 8 they have for 7 and 9. And so I think Square Enix know that, and they're just kind of leaving it alone, at least outside of Japan. A lot of the Japanese players I know do like FF8.
Yeah.
But the reception outside of Japan was like, what?
I guess.
People are just not on board.
But it is a Japanese company. I would think maybe they would just push it on anyway.
Well, yeah, but now they know that the money is outside of Japan now.
Yes and no, but yeah. Anyway.
All right.
I do think of whatever remake that would also just be kind of bare bones in a way, because it's obviously not going to be anything to the scale of 7's remake. So
no,
what is it going to be?
But the appeal of 9 is that it's the cool Final Fantasy to like.
Mm-hmm.
Like after everybody discovered 7, either from playing 7 when it came out or being told to love it because of YouTube, it became like the default, oh, this is Final Fantasy. FF7, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
And then I think as people grew up, they discovered like, oh, wait, this FF9's pretty good too. And then FF9 nostalgia from people our age kicked in as well. And at the same time, the whole world was like, shit, FF9 rules actually. Mm-hmm. And it kind of became, I think a lot of this is propelled by YouTube and like, you know, the greatest Final Fantasy you've never played.
Right.
That kind of bullshit. People just started glomming onto FF9 and started having nostalgia for it. And meanwhile, I'm staring down the corridor like, FF9? Are you for sure? Really though?
Yeah, really?
Like it's fine. It's not a bad game, but it's like it's the same thing with Chrono Trigger. It's like, yeah, it's a good game. It's not the greatest game in the world. I don't understand why you're re-hyping this game that's
No.
I don't get it.
I mean, I have a bit of a nostalgia for it too, but it didn't define me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know anybody who was defined by FF9 and yet it's all over YouTube as this gem of a game, and I don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
But I think Square Enix is well aware that it now has this following, and I think they're trying to capitalize on that by teasing a remake and kind of testing the waters.
Yeah. And in some ways, I kind of think of the same thing about Snake Eater. It's like, well, I know Snake Eater was celebrated, but I do think a lot of people are also going to find out if they play it for the first time that it's still kind of in lockstep with the previous games. Like it still plays very similarly to 1 and 2, where, you know, the first few hours of that game is go north. Snake, you're in a giant, voluminous jungle. Keep going north.
Yeah. I would kind of argue, and again, my buddy Tom kind of turned me around on this, because his favorites are 2 and 4, and my favorite is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And his complaint about 3, and I've seen this elsewhere as well, and I kind of agree with it now, is that like a lot of the pacing and the flow of the game and the gameplay is completely upended, and they fixed this in 4. It's slowed down because anytime you crawl into new grass, got to go to the menu and change your upper camo and change your face paint.
Yeah.
And then you crawl in front of a brick wall, go to the menu, change your camo and face paint. And you're just constantly doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And it really slows the game down. And then, you know, for 4, they had the idea, oh no, this should happen automatically. It should still require input from the player, but it should just be a button press and not a series of menus.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah, they did make some improvements in Delta, but yeah.
And I do prefer, like, I like the story of 3 a lot. And I kind of do prefer the jungle environment to, you know, sneaking around facilities and stuff. And Snake Eater had a good mix of that, but it's one of those games. It's like FF7 where like I've played it so many times that I burnt myself out on it, and I just have no interest in anything else from it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
I did play the original version and then bought Subsistence. Then I'm like,
me too.
Yeah. Well, I can play Metal Gear Online, I guess. I was already feeling burnt out playing through it again. So,
MGO.
What am I doing? I do like, though, in Delta, they, depending on the platform, they replaced the Snake versus Monkey with different things. If it's not on Sony, you can play Snake versus Bomberman.
All right.
And hey, for my money, and you just mentioned Hudson Soft at the top of the show, I'd take Bomberman over those monkeys any day.
Yes, as would I. Does Fat Man show up at any point if you're playing with Bomberman?
I don't know. I would definitely bet on something stupid like that. Yes.
Or at the very least, could a Bomberman look into the camera and go, laugh and grow fat?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought Bomberman was on PC too. Maybe it is, but PlayStation and Steam gets monkeys and Xbox gets Bomberman.
What?
You gotta buy it on Xbox? Eey.
And of course, they used Bomberman on the PC Engine version.
Yes, of course.
Great.
Oh, if only. Metal Gear Solid Delta for PC Engine. It's just like it's just like Snatcher. It's just a menu-based adventure game.
I bet a fan community will do that in about 30 years.
Oh,
20 years.
Yeah, 2.5.
Wow.
Just you wait. You can mock it up right now if you wanted to.
No, I'm good.
Not you.
All right. Is that all?
People.
Is that all for Delta talk?
That's all for Metal Gear.
Well, that's fine. That's fun. If you're playing it, I hope you're having fun.
Sure. Yes.
It was a fun game for me 20 years ago. Raymond, I've prepared something for you because I know that's right. You better sit up in your chair. I know that there's a new member of the household on the way. New beginnings for you. I've prepared what I call the New Beginnings NES quiz. Raymond, are you familiar with this? Of course you're not.
No.
I just came up with it.
I have no idea what that is.
Good. So I have prepared a quiz here of 10 NES title screens, of which I am only going to play you the first note.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Have you ever heard of Nintendo?
These are that's my question for you. Have you ever heard of Nintendo? To celebrate the new beginning in your household, we're going to celebrate some new beginnings that were in our own households, those many years ago.
Okay.
Hang on. What's up?
I still don't understand the new beginning part.
Because there's a new beginning happening in your home. How do you not understand this?
How's that? What's the Nintendo element? The new beginning.
The beginning of a game is the title screen.
Oh, okay.
And I'm giving you a new take on those by hearing only the first note.
Okay.
Look, I needed a way to make this quiz happen because I've had it in my back pocket for a while,
right?
And it wasn't thematically appropriate, and now it almost is. So just go along with this.
Now you need to test it out.
Yes.
Finally need someone.
All right, so hang on.
Be a guinea pig as usual.
Thank you. So these are going to go. Oh wait, I do have a theme song. Great. These are going to go from easy to hard. Of course, they're going to start out very easy. And I'm going to score you on a point system where no matter how many you get, you will still lose. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm not good at these. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, I predict you're actually going to nail the first 6. I think I made them too easy.
Yeah, but one note? I don't know.
I think you can do it. I mean, this kind of memory is stronger than we give it credit for. I think once you hear that note, your brain is just going to fill in the rest. That's the hope for this.
If I knew this was going to happen, I would have played Brain Age beforehand.
Nope, sorry. And depending on how you do, I may bring this back. Look, I named it New Beginnings NES Quiz so that I can bring it back as New Beginnings Genesis Quiz, New Beginnings, FM Towns Marty Quiz, whatever.
I don't like you at all.
That quote is going on the resume. Here we go. Number 1.
Okay, sure. Yeah. No, yeah. I see. Yeah. That would be
okay.
The Legend of Zelda, the first.
All right. Judges? That's right. Here you go. Right. Okay. So you see how this works. Here we go.
That very first Nintendo. You understand what I mean by that?
Jimmy's playing. This is great. He knows I don't know. He probably doesn't know any of these. All right. Number 2. What is this?
I'm going to guess Dragon Warrior.
Raymond. Very good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so shut up. That's Dragon Warrior. You've got your 2 for 2 so far. Like I said, I think you're going to nail the first 6. These are not. I should have made them harder.
How many are there total? Was it
10.
10.
I think you're going to do pretty well. Here's the next one. What do you think?
I think that's Mega Man 3.
I think you're correct. Very nice.
Yeah.
Dr. Wily's at it again. Can the Blue Bomber stand up to his treachery? Find out. NBC's Wednesday. NBC's Wednesday?
Hold it, Pituli.
Thank you. All right. 3 for 3. Here's your next one.
Oh. Okay. Right. That would be Contra.
That would be correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember that Konami code? Up, down, left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's right.
Here we go. Judges? Shit. I've got another one here. This was a mistake. I think the next 2 are a little too easy for you.
That one? Yeah. That's Adventure Island.
That is correct. Great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, little Hudson soft for you. But how about this one?
Ooh, because you're making it shorter and stuff. Okay, yeah, right, yeah. Now keep it going.
Actually, yeah, if I play it twice, because the note is repeated in the song. The first and second notes are the same. That should give you a hint.
Yeah, I believe that's a character I just mentioned, Bomberman.
Yeah, I shouldn't have put Hudson's back to back.
No, yeah.
But, yeah, that guy loved blowing stuff up.
Yep.
All right.
A real anarchist.
Here's where I think it starts to get a little tricky.
Okay.
The last 4 are, I wouldn't say obscure, but they're not title screens that readily come to mind is what I'm saying.
Okay,
so
sure, right.
Try this on for size.
Did you fart?
No, the Nintendo did.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I can see how that might be a little bit trickier. Can I hear it again? Yeah, I don't know exactly offhand. I would like to guess it might be RoboCop.
No.
Oh.
But the guy on the title screen looks like a RoboCop maybe from a few hundred years ago.
What is that?
Oh, wait. There we go. Yeah, sorry. We were looking for... Here's the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep. Wizards and Warriors? Or...
Yes, we were looking for Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors.
Yeah, the second.
That's all right.
Thought it was the second.
You're still good. You can still win it. You can still come out with a B. Here's
sure, buddy.
Your next one.
God. Don't do that. That's not helping.
Natsuyasumi.
Asshole. Yeah, you do make it really tricky at the end, don't you?
That's right.
Ugh.
If I play the whole thing, you'll get it immediately.
I know.
But I need a guess. I think if I even gave you the developer, it would give it away.
Yeah. Can I get any other kind of hint? Let's see. I know it's a Nintendo game.
Yes. Okay. The main character of this game, sometimes my wife calls me this character's name because she thinks I look like him.
Huh? Huh? That's not RoboCop either. Looks like you look like him with glasses or without?
Without.
I see.
I need a guess.
Oh, man. Guys who look like Alex. Stanley Tucci.
Who were on the NES.
Right.
Well, how many Tucci games were on the NES?
Very few, it turns out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking 720.
Yeah, my wife thinks I look like a skateboard.
Oh, there's a guy on the title screen.
Okay. Here's the theme. I see. We were looking for Fester's Quest.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Last two. Good luck.
I could just say anything, couldn't I?
That's right.
Gauntlet.
I'm so sorry. I think even if I play...
Gauntlet 2.
So sorry. Even if I play it, I don't know if you'll get it. I don't think I would have gotten this.
What is that, Pirates?
No. That's Who Framed Roger Rabbit on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you'll trip me up pretty easily if you do rare games.
Oh, yeah. That might have been one of my most disappointed games on the NES because, at the time, I remember really being into that movie despite not understanding it that much. It was just, wow, cartoons, and this wacky detective is interacting with them.
Cartoons are real life.
A friend bought the NES game, and I'm like, this is going to rule. It's going to be a platformer where I get to be Roger Rabbit, and then it turns out it's just a genre I will eventually come to love, but at 7 or 8 years old, I'm just like, the fuck is this?
Right. It did. Nintendo Power made it look good, but I didn't bite. The Game Boy one also looked okay, but I still didn't bite. I never saw the movie, so whatever. I mean, at the time.
Oh, what? Oh, we should. Oh,
not when I was a kid.
We'll still watch it.
I've seen
all
it
right.
since. But.
Here's your last one. If you clinch this, you can still get 7 out of 10, which I think in the American grading scale is still a D. And Ds do get degrees as conventional wisdom.
It depends. Really depends on the teacher and the syllabus.
That's true. Last one. You got this.
I don't. No.
Come on, man.
No, shut up. Go away.
What if I played a lot?
Well, okay, I'm going to ask you for the hint. Is it Japanese developed or not?
I don't think so. Because it's based on an American, I believe it's based on an American board game.
You believe it is?
I think so. Well,
do you not know of any American board games?
Well, no. My point of confusion is it might be a Canadian board game is what I'm saying. Hang on.
What? What do you mean?
Board game. Okay, yeah. It is based on the board game of the same name. Blah, blah, blah is a redacted-inspired game invented by Robert Angel with graphic design by Gary Everson and first published in 1985 by Angel Games Incorporated. Angel Games, Western Publishing, Hasbro, Mattel. What?
No, Canadian.
No, I don't know. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Yes, it's based on an American board game.
Let's see. If I piss him off again, do I get any leniency?
I'm at my limit.
Yeah, right.
What's an NES game based on a board game? What's an NES game that if you were walking...
Several.
Right. Think about those NES games you would see walking through Toys R Us where, like, the tickets were always full.
Yeah.
Just think of those, conjure those up in your mind. I'll tell you what, this is not a board game that I ever played as a kid. Like, it's not a Monopoly. It's not a Sorry. Was there a Sorry on the NES?
No, I don't think so.
It's not one of those. Okay.
Ah, boy. I'm just like, well, if you didn't recognize it as based on an actual board game, then it wouldn't be one of the more popular ones. Because there were plenty of NES games based on the heavy hitters.
Well, no, I knew it was based on a board game when I chose it. Like, I already knew what it was. What I'm saying is I don't know technically where it's from is where I was getting tripped up.
You don't know who made the NES game?
No, I do. I didn't know who made the board game.
Okay. But
was my point of confusion. But yes, it was an American developed board game.
Okay, fine. All right, fine then. Pictionary.
Raymond! And there it is, the classic Pictionary theme we all know and love.
Right.
Which actually kind of slaps.
Sure. Tim Follin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Folks, go listen to the Pictionary theme. It's on your own time. You use your own equalized headphones for your own audio environment to make it sound its best.
But technically not American developed either. Neither Japanese nor American, so. But yeah, you led me down the right path nonetheless, so it's good.
Wait, who developed it?
Wasn't it Rare?
Pictionary? Was it? Hang on.
Oh, no, it developed by Software Creations. Okay.
Oh, sorry, published by LGN. Yeah, Software Creations. Oh, but it's still a British video game developer.
Yeah, that's right. I keep messing them up with software. Yeah.
I was talking specifically about the board game being American developed.
Yeah, right.
Not the game.
Yeah.
Great.
So, I got my 70% grade.
60. Oh, no, yeah, that's 70. Okay, yeah, you got 70. You got a D.
You almost fucked me.
You passed. What this comes down to is, look, I just got off the phone with the principal. You are cleared to walk for graduation.
That's amazing.
You are allowed to walk down the aisle. You are allowed to, I'll be reading out the names.
Hey, okay, great. Thank you. But unfortunately, I'm leaving for Cabo that week. So I'm not going to be here. Sorry.
I had to pull a lot of strings to get you into that ceremony.
I know, but summer vacation, man. Starts early.
I had to have breakfast. I had to have breakfast with the superintendent, Dr. Hages.
I graduate right on my 21st birthday. I'm getting loaded in Cabo.
Fuck. All right. Well, you're going to need a chaperone.
Most certainly any given 21-year-old today would not recognize any NES game music.
No. All right.
That was pretty good.
All right. Let's take another break, and we're going to come back with segment 3. We're going to close it on out.
Watching TV alone.
All right. I'm going to sit at home and listen to the No More Whoppers podcast. Folks, we are back. This is No More Whoppers, episode 262. We are coming in for the descent. It's episode... Fuck. Folks, well... I meant to say segment. Chocolatey CoCo, fuck. Thanks. It's segment 3. We're back. We're doing it. You're a part of this just by listening. You are complicit now.
What are you going to do about it?
Look at these Cocoa Pebbles. You know, I'm starving. And we're going to wrap this up soon so I can go eat. However, I wanted to talk briefly about my neighborhood Kokoichi, which...
The curry joint.
the curry joint. We have a lot of food options around here. We live in the city where, and of course, I like to remind people of this every time where you got to survive.
Exactly. Better you did it than me.
Unlike living on the farm where it's okay to die.
Yeah.
We like, you know what I mean?
That was the message of that song. Yes.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you might think it's easy living in the city, but actually you have to maintain like a biological rhythm. It's a thing you're expected to do.
Exactly.
We live next door to a Caesarea, which is just a shitball Italian, fake Italian, Japanese.
Yeah.
It's like
big scare quotes around Italian.
Yeah, it's like, what if the Olive Garden was even more fast food? Like, what if Olive Garden had a drive-through? That's Caesarea.
Say
it's not an awful approximation of knockoff Italian food. Like last night, I had a bowl. I had a pepperoncino there. That
so you still went.
I still went. Oh God, yeah, it's cheap and it's salt. It's fine. I always order too much because I get into this habit of ordering based on the price. Where if I see something cheap, my main assumption, in Japan especially, is, it's a half size.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. As a big American guy, yeah.
Yeah. So last night I ordered a pepperoni pizza and a bowl of pasta from Caesarea. And the pizza, because the pizza was only 400 yen and the pasta was only 300 yen, I'm like, these are half sizes. This will make one meal. No, the pizza, it's still a small, but it's enough for one person.
Yeah.
And the pasta was a straight up bowl of pasta that you would eat for a dinner, an entire dinner. Yeah. And I ended up eating them both and being way too full. But like still, that's $7.
You got that drop?
Oh yeah, hang on.
No,
No.
Hey, Tony's Italian restaurant.
There we go. I want to hear Jimmy Pardo go, hey, Caesarea.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony no Italian restaurant.
Yeah, it'd be great.
All right. So Caesarea is great. CoCoichi is another. CoCoichi is less affordable. CoCoichi is
Caesarea is great. You just said it wasn't.
Yeah, for saving money, it's great.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Okay.
And right now, like, look, I'm not on a salary, Ray. I can't afford to be eating a CoCoichi every day. Because like CoCoichi, you are starting to get into the quadruple digits, which is a little more than I like to spend on a lunch if I can help it.
Mm-hmm. You're a 3-digit guy.
I am. $9.99. That's my limit. That's why I love that Galaxy Express. We like to go to our local CoCo, and it's also it's very close. It's right next to my dentist as well, which is sometimes it's one-stop shopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for lunch and then have a teeth cleaning.
Just you. Every story about you in Japan is always like, hey, it's really close to this other place I can eat.
My hospital's right next to the cemetery. It's incredible. Our CoCoichi recently went 24 hours.
Oh boy, okay.
Which is great because it was better. It was better when I was a drunk because I would often like I knew where every 24-hour restaurant was when I was a drunk because you just like at any point you're like I want to eat some shit right now. I want to eat garbage right now. And I knew where there were a couple of 24-hour CoCoichis. There are several, but they're not terribly common. And ours recently became one, and I don't know why. It's not a terribly busy area. I guess there's enough nightlife in the area. There's enough izakayas around where, salarymen want to get some CoCo at 3 a.m.
Maybe, yeah. Enough guys on the last leg of their walk of shame back home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good observation too, because it is my bar senpai Hiro taught me this when I was looking for a location to open the bar. He said there's something called line of flow, which is like you look at a map and you look where the subway stations are and you look where the businesses are and you look where the apartments are. And ideally you want to get something that's between all three of those. Like that's the nexus of business because that's where everybody walks by to get either to work or to the subway.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess this is one of those places because it's also on a main road. So they just went 24 hours. And in doing so, like it's almost adopted a Waffle House quality to it, where just
I don't really know.
Crazy shit.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Yeah, like is Waffle House an East Coast thing?
Yeah, pretty much. South and East.
Yeah, Waffle House is like it's a 24-hour chain of Waffle Houses where just shit goes bad all the time.
Yeah, I know the memes about Waffle House for sure. I've just never been inside one.
And the only reason I say this is because nothing has really changed about it, except they have now in like 4 or 5 strategic locations within the shop, there are now A4 sized pieces of paper. So like no matter where you're sitting, you can see at least one of these. There are now A4 pieces of paper that say Nakamura Police Department and then list the phone number for the police.
Okay.
I have no idea why. I don't know if something happened at 4 a.m. I don't know if they're just afraid that something will happen. It's very weird for me to see. Like even that's not something I've ever seen in Japan.
Yeah.
And I've been to some skeezy places in Japan. I've never seen police numbers written in multiple places around the room before. So I have no idea. I am going to the next time my wife is out of town, I'm going to go to that CoCo in the wee hours of the morning just to see what it's like and maybe report back. But I'm real curious to see what the vibe is in there at those hours and why they felt the need to remind everyone, hey, if you need to on the DL, call the cops because some shit's going down. You can do it no matter where you're sitting.
Right. Jeez, though. Gosh darn.
Yeah. Just wild. We'll see.
I was trying to do some reconnaissance here and try and find this one that you're talking about.
Oh, did you find it?
Is this to the west of the old critical hit?
Yes.
Across the river?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's near our apartment. You know where our apartment is.
Well, yes, I do. I'm just looking for things on the map. Okay. I guess I found it then. Oh, yeah. It does indeed say on Google Maps, open 24 hours. So, yeah.
So who knows? Yeah, who knows what's going on there? I'm going to check it out at some point. Never a bad time for curry.
Oh, no. Yeah, of course. I've had 2 days of butter chicken the past couple days.
Ooh.
My wife makes a mean butter chicken. And we had brought it to a party on Sunday. And, of course, not everyone ate it. And neither did I, really, because I was busy wrangling my son. So...
Oh, Sun Wrangler.
There was plenty left over, and then it was 2 lunches worth of butter chicken.
Cool.
Butter chicken curry. And
oh, it's so good. Yeah, I like that. Anything with butter.
Yes. Mashed potatoes, beef, pie, butter, beans.
Which reminds me, one of my old regulars at the bar was also a Final Fantasy XIV player, and I asked him what job he played, and he said he's a level 100 Paladin. Pretty great.
I like that guy. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, good luck then.
Thank you. I'll report back. I mean, either way, it's going to be delicious, so I'm looking forward to it.
Just keep your wallet in your front pocket.
Yes, of course.
Hopefully you're okay. And hey, if anything crazy happens, get that phone ready. Do some recording.
That's right.
Stick it on TikTok. Maybe you'll get some views.
I think I've been in a couple of places where the cops were called. I was once. I was at the Coopers, Hero's old place. When the cop, somebody called the Koban. There's a Koban like 2 shops down from the Coopers. I don't know if you remember. I was with you at the Coopers once. I don't know if you noticed the Koban nearby.
Too long ago for me to notice, but yeah.
Okay. But it was past close. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. It was me sitting at the bar, drinking with one of the staff and a customer, and Hero was cleaning up behind the bar.
Yeah.
And this customer I wasn't listening to the conversation until the guy started shouting at Hero. This customer just starts going off on Hero like, why do you continue to work here? There's, he was trying to hire Hero to work at his own bar because he knows how popular Hero is.
Yeah, sure.
And he's like, why do you still work here? I can pay you more. Just come work for me. I've got a shop here, in Motoyama or whatever. Like, you're wasting your. It was just getting. It started out very flattering, but it quickly got angry. Like he really wanted Hiro to work for him, and Hiro's trying his best to calm him down.
Jeez.
And I mean, Hiro also. He will sass back. That's kind of his character, and so he starts doing that to the guy, and the guy just stands up and throws his glass at the ground. Just one of those very dramatic movie moments where he just bam, just right on the floor, and it just shattered. There's just glass everywhere.
Jeez.
And he's going off on Hiro, and he's shrieking at him. And I see the Cooper's staff next to me, who's already finished his shift and drinking a beer. He just very deftly pulls out the phone, dials the Koban. And they show up 45 seconds later because they're just right down the street. And the cops just go right into, is there a problem? And
this guy won't quit his job.
Hiro's a professional. Like, this is why Hiro is good at what he does. And he immediately talks everything down and is like, no, this must be some mistake. Everything's fine here. My customer's a little drunk and dropped his glass, and don't worry about it. Mm-hmm. And then everything was good. Like the whole thing was diffused. The cops left. The guy even apologized for throwing the glass and just left.
Oh.
But for a while, it was very tense.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez,
not great.
Yeah, it's not great when someone freaks out in public. Yeah, that's right. Ugh.
Yeah, freak out in private, folks.
Yeah. Well, I'm too scared to go anywhere at night, so I won't be going to a curry restaurant, that's for sure. But I'm glad it's around.
What if we ride one of those tandem bicycles at night? And that way everyone knows that we have a buddy system.
Yes, of course. Buddy system helps, but yeah.
Okay.
Especially around here where we are close enough to a liquor store that I would just not even approach it.
Oh.
Unless I was already in my car, safe in my car. Maybe I'd go through the McDonald's drive-thru, but that's something else. Yeah. Is that an NES song?
Yeah. Yeah, it's from Wampaku Gary Newman no Yume Boken.
Well, knowing how some of those games would go, it'd be like Gary Newman's #1 star.
One of my favorite naming conventions is just if it was just Newman no Chosenjo.
Yeah.
Just a challenge from Mr. Newman. I like it when famous people.
That was a good naming convention. Yeah.
I like it when people challenge me to things in an NES capacity.
Happened a few times back then. Turns out.
Yeah.
In the Famicom era.
Oh yeah. There was a couple of sports games I had at the bar. There's a lot of, I mean, sports games they open themselves up to Chosenjo. Can you beat me at golf?
Yes, yeah.
I'm sure going to try.
And also like Enomichi.
Oh yeah. That's why, you know what? I think that's why my naming convention when I title my streams sometimes is The Road to Blank. I think I've subconsciously adopted blank Enomichi and turned it into an English title because I use it for my stream titles a lot.
Dude, you're so Japan-pilled.
Hi.
Well, we've had Fatal Fury on the brain recently, and Fatal Fury 3, the English subtitle is Road to the Final Victory.
Pretty good.
That always reminds me of it, too.
I like it.
There you go.
You know what? You've convinced me. I'm going to play Fatal Fury 3.
Yeah, I recommend it. Give it a try.
The original FFT. All right, we got to go. I need to eat lunch, and you have to put together a bassinet. I see it sitting in the corner there. You haven't even cracked it open.
I'm afraid, Alex, in truth, it has been put together.
What?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're all good to go. But yes,
all right,
okay.
Well, I'll be in there. I'll be testing it out.
All right, let's break this down. Yeah, let's take apart that bassinet. Let's get going. Folks, thanks very much for listening. You can go to our website. You can go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com. You can find all our links there, including to our Patreon, patreon.com/nomorewhoppers. We have some nice tiers you can donate at a regular pace to help us out. If you donate $1 a month, you can get our bonus show, No More Whoppers Sassafras. But if you donate $5 a month, you get access to everything. You can get this show a week early. You can get our other show, Draw a Game, early.
2 weeks early.
You can get the special edition of Draw Game Type S. And that's about it. And of course, also Sassafrasky. And everything else that we made previously. That's on patreon.com/NoWhoppers. And you can be on our Discord too. Well, actually, join our Discord. The link is on that .com there. Everybody's invited. Come on in. As well as a link to our merch. And we did not get any voicemail today, but you can call our hotline 805-NMW-TALK. That's 805-669-8255 in the United States. Hey, if you got a thought on something we talked about, let us know, including, do you like Metal Gear Solid 3? We are also on the internet, and we have our own link pages and stuff like that. Alex, you go first.
You can find me at patui.org, but all my stuff is there. You can find my video essays that are on YouTube. A new one just dropped, all about FF11 and 14. It's only available to my patrons right now, the fine folks who contribute to patreon.com/patui, but it will probably be available to everyone by the time this drops. If it still has the placeholder name, I have failed.
Well, are you going to tell us what it is?
Well, the Patreon, the name when I uploaded to Patreon was Two Sides of the Same Gill, reconciling Final Fantasy 11 14. And I feel like it's both long and boring, and I want to condense it, but I also want to maintain some kind of SEO presence. I have to include Final Fantasy 11 and 14 in the title. Outside of that, I don't know what to call it. So if it's still called that, as you listen to this, I have failed.
Okay.
But please watch it.
Well, let's not look forward to your failure.
Hey, well, yeah. I'm trying to take an even more subjective stance on a lot of my videos. So this one, I kind of go off and talk more about my own thoughts and feelings, and less. I don't just want to do this is the history of Game X, because I think that shit is played out. But please watch my video essay where I pour out my stupid little heart. Also, follow me on bluesky@patui.org. You can watch me stream video games on twitch.tv/hoodedpatui. For some reason, I'm still playing the Alliance Alive HD Remaster. Don't ask why or how. That's me. Ray, where can people find you?
Well, the history stuff is not played out. It's just that Gen Z is doing it now and repeating all of it. And being like,
yeah, sorry, that's what
being like mind blown because the Super NES had a mouse. Like, who cares? But yeah, my website is rdbaaa.space. That's my link list, but also the name of my Blue Sky account. My Blue Sky is rdbaaa.space. And as mentioned at the top of the show, Blast Rush LS is my newest game, the newest edition of an old game.
Buy it!
The Infinite Bomb Shoot 'em Up. It's on Steam and your Nintendo Switch and compatible with your Switch 2. Runs even better on your Switch 2. How about that? Yes, please check it out. There is a launch discount, which is not on anymore by the time you hear this. I don't think. But it is right now.
It's a steal at any price.
Yeah, well, sure. There will be sales, don't worry. Okay, great. Alex, do you have any games on Steam?
Not anymore.
Not to like belittle you or anything. I just was wondering if you made anything recently. Okay.
No, thanks. You know what, though? Now that I finished this video essay, I do want to put in a month or two of plugging away at the game script I've been working on.
Okay.
Because that's something I'm still very passionate and interested in, but unfortunately it's extremely time-consuming, and my Patreon stuff has to come first.
Yeah. Hentai House Hunters. Look for it soon.
Wait, no!
Alex, thanks so much for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean. We'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We dig through 35 specially marked boxes of post-Golden Crisp cereal and are immediately ejected from the Safeway.
Right? Takahashi Genji, no...
Meijin.
He's not a caveman. I know, that was the joke.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought you were stupid.
I'm going to cut that. Well, I still am.